It's that time again. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's that time again. It's a generation of weak women caused a weaker generation of weak men. A weak generation of women caused a weaker generation of men. And I say that because nowadays we have a generation of weak men caused by a weaker woman. And I'm usually throwing praise at women because I love women, and women are the start of a beautiful nation. They the mother of civilization. But when I talk about weak men nowadays, look how we are raising our sons. It was a time we had role models. Back when I was in school, just 20 years ago, not to sound old, when we went to school, teacher asked us about role models, leaders and stuff. Nobody was walking around with "I'm a leader" on their shirt. We visualized, we saw leaders. It could have been any role model, your father, and we used to say Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. We used to name these role models. Nowadays, they can't name a role model. They can't name a role model because we don't have nobody in the home as far as the men. Men, we are not in the homes no more. What caused the men not to be in the home? Because men back then, I'm talking about back then, the generation I grew up in, because it's our generation kids that's in the street that's soft. I'm just going to leave it like it is. The kids nowadays are soft. Men, the boys are soft. Why? Because we have been pushed out the home. A lot of men that I know personally didn't get pushed out the home or didn't just leave. They got forced out the home because women have become so independent nowadays. But if you're so independent, who's gonna give you your survival and your protection? If you think money and your degree gonna get you protection and survival, that's totally not true. You're not gonna pay another woman to help you. You're not just gonna do that. To achieve academic achievement, if you think just because you have a master's degree or whatever, or whatever degree you have, and your kid, or especially your son, is just gonna pick up on that, you're wrong. Because he had to have social skills. Where did he learn most of this stuff from? He learned it from a father, a male role model. That don't even have to be his father, but a male role model. We have to have these men in the house. Quit saying that y'all so independent. You're not independent. There's no such thing as independent. We need each other. I'm not saying men don't need women and women don't need men. We need each other to raise a strong household. You don't believe in that? Don't talk to me about black empowerment. It's a two-parent coalition. It's a two-parent coalition. Mothers act out of feelings and emotion, won't even let the father discipline their kids no more. It's many men bottled up on the inside. Can't even express their feelings outwards to their kids because he's scared of what the woman gonna say. Men hold things in because he want to keep peace in the house. Then you wonder why he's not talking. He's not talking because he's trying to hold the peace in the house. When the man come home, he wants to be patted on the back, just show some kind of acknowledgement. Because if he don't show, whatever on the inside soon gonna come out. You understand me? Whatever on the inside soon gonna come out. And then when you discipline your kid, it's not that you're mad at them. It's just men, we talk with aggression. Men talk with aggression. You can't be, son, I'm sorry. You can't talk to a boy like that. And we're talking to, men now are talking to their kids like that because of a woman. They're scared of what their woman gonna say when you discipline. You can't even cuss at a grown man. You're trying to raise a boy into a man. That's what I'm saying. You're raising a boy into a man. So if I don't talk to him with aggression, showing him toughness, tough love, what do you think you're going to raise? You're going to raise a soft individual. I'm not saying cuss him out, mentally abuse him. Now, this is different. Don't cuss him out and mentally abuse this guy. But I'm saying you have to talk to your son with authority, first of all, because he's have to respect you first. If he don't respect his father, he's respecting nobody. Not even a woman. And women, we have to let the fathers do their job. We have to let the father do their job. The primary teacher, regardless of any education, any school system, In any institution, the primary teacher is the parent. First the mother, then the parent. Through the birthing process, the child is learning in the womb from his mother. That's number one. A child shall actually be with his mother till the age of 7. After that, that son don't need his mother no more but for love and affection. Other than that, that guy should have full responsibility on raising his child. That's it. He should have full responsibility on raising his child. But what can a woman teach a boy going into manhood? Anybody that's watching this live feed, what can a woman teach a boy going into manhood? Nothing she really can teach him. So when you're being independent, you don't want the child to be around. I heard a girl talking, not to jump off what I'm talking about, but I heard a girl reaching around Thanksgiving break, not wanting her son to grow around his father because of something that they didn't get along back when they was together. She said that he didn't do nothing for him for them when he was a child and they was together, I guess. No financial support. What the hell do financial support got to do with this man wanting to see his child? The man didn't want to see, I ain't gonna say the man didn't want to see his child, but the boy actually wanted to go spend Thanksgiving with his father, and the mother got mad and said, why you going over there? He ain't do nothing for you all his life. What kind of stuff is that? If money controls us in this world that much, our generation of weak men now gonna make a generation of weaker men. And it's gonna continue and continue and continue. It's gonna continue. We have to stop saying this stuff. We have to change the way we don't come to me with no empowerment movement. If you don't understand where I'm coming from. It's a two-parent coalition. A two-parent coalition means you need the mother and the father. And men are getting pushed out the house because first of all, I'm gonna say feminist movement, number one. Welfare, Section 8, and all that has made a woman so comfortable. They made a woman so comfortable that now the government has become the father of these kids. The same government that we get up and talk about fighting every day has become the father of these kids. It don't make sense. So you can't say that his dad ain't done nothing because you benefited from the government assistance, because the only way you can get government assistance is the male is not in the house. Now the kid has no male role model. The best male role model to a male is the father. That's the best. It can't get no better than that. That's the best male role model. So, man, we got to get tougher on our kids. We have to get tougher on our boys, especially because they are the protectors and they are the survival. You can't raise, and then you wonder why the ratio of men and women and these guys going bisexual. I'm not giving that's the only reason, but ain't no strong men out here no more. These women don't want no soft men. Regardless if they talking about they independent or what. When she want a man, she do not want a soft man. She don't want him. But the women are the one raising the soft man. Because you pushing the man out the household, he have no father figure in the house, he had nobody to look up to. Yes, if I said it again, the feminist movement, people don't think, they think the feminist movement was to have equal rights. We didn't have that problem. That was practiced from the Europeans in 1711. Look it up. We had rights. Our women had rights. It was that woman that couldn't vote on the other side. But then you look at it and don't realize that it had a kickback to it. Every cause has an effect. Every action has a reaction. The reaction was that woman was going to receive government assistance, and then when she received that government assistance, it broke the family household up. And then, man, you still can be in your child's life. I've been in my child, I got 2 older boys, and I've been in their life forever since 5 years old. And I put discipline on them, trying to raise them to be better than I am. And just because I raise my voice and I talk aggressive, does that mean I'm actually mentally abusing my child? No, the man have to get his manhood and his masculinity from somewhere. And a woman cannot give a man his masculinity, a boy on his masculinity. Come on, man, kill that stuff. We have to get better at what we doing. Don't let the systematic the stuff the government are doing to destroy our families. We gotta get back to the family. Me growing up, I saw my father, who was a great role model. He was tough love. I mean, he made us walking. I ain't not literally walking a straight line, but he literally made sure our eyes were dotted and our T's were crossed. I had a grandfather. Rest in peace to my grandfather that just passed a couple of days ago. But I saw a strong black man. I never seen a soft man until now. In 2018, 2019, it's too many soft men. Too many of them. I'm going on a rant. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Women cannot raise a man a boy to become a man. She can raise him to be a good citizen. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. A woman cannot raise a man to become a man. Where is he gonna get his masculinity from? He has to have some male role model around him, and his father is the best role model to be around. He's not only by talking, by watching. A child watch from the age of newborn to 7 years old, and he's learning. He's in the download process, meaning everything you do, everything you say, he's downloading it into his system. After that, he's watching, he knows. I work hard. I work so hard because I watched my father. It's not he told me, make sure you get a job. My dad was big on education. He was big on education. My daddy said, make sure you get an education. But I went and tried to get an education, but I got my work ethic from him because I saw him work. He was my role model. It wasn't no outside being. My father was my role model. Men, we gotta be role models. Role models to our kids. Stop letting the government raise our kids because somebody is benefiting from it. Stop letting the government raise our kids because the woman is benefiting from it. How is she benefiting? I told you, she only can get Section 8, welfare, food stamps, all that good stuff if the male is not in the house. Then the male is not in the house. Who is he getting his raising from? Where is he getting his masculinity from? I'm bending right now because I've been going through some things. And I apologize. But we have raised a generation of weak, sorry men. The age group that's 20 and, well, I can say 30 and younger right now, those males are soft. They soft. Now they all on Facebook. Their social media has killed them. PlayStation has killed them. Reality TV has killed them. You see too many women on TV, Love and Hip Hop, ATL, all that kind of stuff, showing single women fighting, arguing, no males around. Then the males that they do have around, they bisexual, they gay, and they showing nothing but stupid, ignorant, broken homes on TV. If you don't believe me and you don't want to listen to me, it's okay. But I guarantee you, you're going to see a generation of weaker and weaker men. Women are not built to make men. They are built out of feelings and emotion, love, affection, caregiving. Men gonna get that from their mother. But to be a man, to stand up, he's gonna get that from his father. That's why you don't see no more Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and all that no more. You don't see these stand-up guys no more. Look at the generation. I'm just saying, look at the generation, man. These women are killing our men these days. They killing our boys, raising these boys up to be soft. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying because I witnessed a situation with a woman, and then they always talk about ain't no males in the house, men are not being men no more. I don't know now, me personally, I do not know one male who do not want to be in his child's life, especially his son. Do you know how great and how good a man feels when he have a son at birth? And you telling me he walking out, he feel good, but now he walking out. No, it's you. The woman has definitely destroyed the males in this world. Now, it's not all women, but majority women. And if the shoe fit, wear it, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I am the light, man. All you have to do is listen, pay attention to me, man. I don't tell no lie. I don't tell no lie. A wise man leaves the inheritance for his kids. And I ain't talking about no money. The good Lord ain't talking about no money. The Creator is not talking about money. He's talking about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what you got to leave your kids. But until you rise up and get this, I'm independent, and nobody talk to my kid this way, and all this kind of stuff, that man ain't got no respect for himself and life. Teach him about himself. Grow him up to be what he's supposed to be, a man that lead, provide, survival for his wife and his soon-to-be or future kids. I'm out, man.